All right, everyone, flight numbers for the Owl in the Thermo Plastic are in, and I specified Thermo Plastic because whenever I release one of my discs in a different plastic blend, I will be releasing flight numbers specific to that plastic. I don't understand why everyone doesn't do this. It makes no sense to me, but it is very unfair when you release a disc with flight numbers that match that first run of the disc, and then you put out a disc in a different plastic and it flies differently, but it has the same flight numbers of the original, and then people wind up spending their hard-earned money getting a disc that doesn't do what the numbers say. I don't think that's right. I ain't gonna do it. So this is specific to, again, Thermo Plastic. Now, I'm crowdsourcing these flight numbers. Again, I don't think one person can give flight numbers as well as the community, because what matters with flight numbers is that it flies based on the numbers the way you all agree it's going to fly. So I did make a prediction though. I said this disc was basically halfway between a Zone and a Zone OS. And if you wonder why I'm talking about some other company's disc on this video, it's because Zones are awesome. There's no denying it. I think the Zone is great and the Zone OS is great, but I felt there was a gap between the two, and I thought this could fill the gap. That was my prediction. Well, the numbers came back in, and the first two numbers actually did match up with the Zone. It was a 4 and a 3. And the second two numbers were not the same as the Zone. They were more of a stable like I predicted. First off, it came in at a 0.5. Which means it is a little overstable early in its flight. And I think this is appropriate because at slower speeds, if you watch this disc fly, it does have a slow early fade or anti-turn. It's a little bit overstable early in its flight. So I think that's appropriate to say. Now, when you throw this disc fast, like if you throw this 270 feet, which takes a lot of arm speed because it's so dang slow, yeah, it's gonna pretty much fly like a zero. There's always gonna be some variance based on how fast or slowly you throw a disc. But I thought the 0.5 that came in, I loved it. I was so happy that my audience was willing to go above a zero because I think the disc deserves it. And as far as the fade, it's a 3.5. It's a little more overstable than a Zone. And again, that's kind of what I was hoping for. When you throw this disc, remember the Owl, it hunts. I've made videos about this, but it's gonna fly straight through the air, a little overstable, but if you throw it faster, it's gonna fly straight. It's going to spot its prey, and then it's gonna dive bomb in for the kill at a 3.5. So when you hunt with this disc, it means you take it, throw it up in the air, it spots its prey, wham! So flight numbers 4, 3, 0.5, and 3.5. I think my audience got it right, but again, if I disagreed with them, we're gonna go with you guys, not what I say about this disc. And yeah, the Owl from Stokely Discs. Go to your local pro shop, vendor, or club to purchase your Owl. If they don't have an Owl locally, go to StokelyDiscs.com to get your first run. Not first run, I'm sorry, we don't sell those, but to get your Owl, definitely order it from me online, but always shop local first. And by the way, if a store locally doesn't carry it, tell them if they carry my discs that you will buy from them, not directly from me. All right, 430.5, 3.5, thanks everyone.